Good morning, everyone. It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean. Let's start marching. Back and forth, I'm going to check on the streaming. And if you haven't already gathered some props for today, we're going to be using one weight in our hands at a time. One weight in the hands at a time. Perfect. So you might want a variety of weights. You might just want your one weight. I'm marching all the way to the timer that I think I left in the kitchen. Great. Okay, we've got about 29 more amazing minutes to keep moving. Hopefully you're moving a little bit back and forth. It's that time of the year when the light is changing. And it seems like I might need to start shutting the window treatments. But for now, we'll just enjoy it because you can totally see my body and how we're moving. And I'm going to do an awesome job describing each of the exercises. That's what really matters, right? Okay, so if you can, bring it up to a jog, bringing those heels all the way down to the floor. Lighting is terrible, so I'm just going to go ahead and close this. Adios, sunshine. Goodbye, summer. I loved you so much. I'll see you in a couple months. Keep that jog going, or you're still just gently marching. Sorry, air conditioning. Too. Sweat a little. That's what we're here for anyway, right? Okay. Let's turn it into some sort of a jack. So either stepping out side to side or actually taking your jumping jack, bringing your arms all the way up overhead and leg lift to the side or a lateral side step, warming up your shoulders just a little bit here. Make sure you're still breathing. We got about 10 more seconds. You're moving at the pace that's right for your body today. And then let's go ahead and turn these into some high knee drives because we've got some knee drives going. So arms come up overhead and then alternate driving those knees up using your breath. Exhale as your knees come up. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Inhale almost happens automatically. We've got just about 10 seconds left here. We'll warm up those hamstrings with some Frankenstein kicks. Nice straight legs. You can either alternate through just straight leg kicks, or we're going to take a big kick and 3 steps. Here we go. So just kick 1, 2, 3. Kick 1, 2, 3. See how it feels to kick with your toe pointed. See how it feels to kick with your toe flexed. Maybe a little bit of each. Toe pointed, I feel that stretch a little bit more in the glute and the quad. Flexed, feeling a lot more in the hamstrings. And that's me. Maybe it feels completely different for you. And that's okay. We're just working on that body awareness. Last few breaths here. 1 more to each side. Still find that exhale to kick. And then both feet firmly planted. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, relax your arms down. Let's take 2 more big breaths like that. You can bend your knees. Inhale, arms up overhead. Reach up from your waist. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, arms down wide to the side. 1 more big one. Inhale up. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, arms down. Awesome. Shake it out. Grab a quick sip of water if you want. We're going to start with the weight. Might have a slightly heavier weight for this first delightful combo move, which we're going to do 4 times to one side and then 4 times to the other. I'm going to keep it a little light. Okay. The move starts with a back lunge. As you step back into your back lunge, bending that back knee as much as you want, we're going to rotate towards the opposite hip. Lots of weight in your front heel. You're going to drive your knee up, weight comes up overhead. Can you keep your heel under your ankle? Find some rotation to the opposite side. Inhale back up overhead. Exhale, step back into your twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. So you're just going to keep working with your breath. Same leg is static, same leg moves, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds to rest, 4 rounds in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So step back into your lunge. Find that rotation, 2 hips in one line. Inhale, arms up overhead. That leg stays lifted. Exhale, twist. Inhale, up. Exhale, step back. Ooh, you can always step your foot forward and then lift your leg as you need to. Take a break. So we're not getting too many in at one time. I bet you feel that static leg quad. Get ready again and begin. Step back into your lunge and twist. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, lunge and twist. I know. I made it a little bit more challenging too. If you need to, you can always step back while your arms up overhead and then find your rotation. Take a break. Otherwise, can you keep that step and rotate at the same time for a little extra balance work? 2 more times on this side. Here we go. Step back and rotate. Inhale, arms up overhead, heel under knee. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, arms up overhead, step back, lunge and rotate. Inhale, arms up. Great. So remember last week we started talking about not doing the flamingo leg up. So as you lift your leg, not having your heel stay under your hip, but bringing it forward. We got 1 more time on this side. 3, 2, here we go. Back to your lunge. Inhale up, bringing that leg up and forward, rotating. Inhale up, back to your lunge. Great. Woo. The more that you focus your eyes on one spot, the easier balance is going to be. We're really just practicing using that static leg, glute, quad to make the motion happen. Other side starts now. Whole new side. So maybe it's a little slower. Let's step back into our lunge and twist. Inhale, find your knee drive overhead. Exhale, rotate. Inhale up. Exhale back. Remember, if you need to break it down a little bit differently, you can always find your step back while your arms are overhead right here instead of while you're twisting, and then twist after that. Take a break. We got 3 more times to go. Just going to face forward 1 time in case that helps. Which leg was moving? I think I now have that left leg moving. Yep. So rotate up, find your twist. Back to the top, big rotation. Just moving with your breath. Oop. The more that you keep take a break, belly drawn in, the easier balance is going to be. The more your eyes are focused, easier balance is. Last 2 times. Here we go. Get ready to step back and twist. Inhale, arms up overhead. Getting that nice front raise. Working in so many different directions, planes of motion, parts of our body at one time. So much weight in the standing leg heel. Take a break. We got 1 more time through. Last time through. In 3, 2, 1. Hopefully, as we got a little closer to the end too, your confidence, your stamina, your stability is starting to improve. That muscle memory, pretty legit. Really pressing through that front heel, finding some grounding though through the balls of the feet. We did it. Relax those arms down. Next up, we're going to hit the floor. Take a little sip of water. We got some planks coming up. And I want your water to stay down. Okay. Okay, we got 2 different rounds with planks today. This one, the plank portion, is a little bit longer. Second time, we're going to find the planks on our rest break. We're just doing 1 side at a time. We're going to go for a row, and then hands come back down to the floor. If you want, you can have that second weight under your hands if it doesn't feel good to have your hands uneven, and then knee tap to the floor. If you need to, step your feet back in, row, and then step your legs back out, knee tap. Or just step out and step back in. Your choice. We're just taking a little bit of a challenge in our plank. I'm going to grab that second weight. And we begin in 3, 2, 1. Just one side is finding the row this time though. So a nice big row, knee tap, and then that same side, row, knee tap to the floor. If your feet are a little wide, it can help you feel like a more stable base. Think towards gently, externally, really rotating your shoulders. Take a break. And then let's switch sides. We'll switch sides each time in 3, 2, 1. And if you need that modification, we're right here with the knees on the floor. You're just stepping back into a plank, stepping back in, finding that row, driving your elbow high to the sky while trying not to rotate your hips. So hips stay squared to the floor. It's just that upper back that's moving. Switch the weight to the other side. Maybe you give yourself a couple cat-cows right here. We begin again in 3, 2, begin. I just want to keep things even Steven, so I'm going to do the same modification on this side that I did on the opposite side. We're just here doing whatever we can for our bodies today. It is not all or nothing. Are you doing something? Something is always better than nothing. Switch that weight to the other hand. We are halfway through after this round. 3, 2, 1. So in your plank, finding that row, and then knee tap to the floor. Keep that weight shifted forward. So we're not trying to let hips come up towards the sky. We're not in down dog. If you need to, knees can come down to the floor. Remember, for that row, 3, 2, take a break. It's very likely switch to the other side. The one side might feel a little bit stronger, so just do what you can. Even if it is 1 row while in your plank. Begin. 1 row while in your plank is definitely better than 0 rows. How proud of yourself will you be if you get that 1 and then maybe you come back to your knees? Are you still going? That's what's important. 3, 2, take a break. Awesome. Switching the weight to the other hand. We're almost at our last round for each side. Begin. Maybe you take an extra pause just holding in your plank itself. Maybe you bring those knees in so you can focus on really engaging your back a little bit more in the row. I know that you're just being mindful of your body and making the best choice for you. Last time for each side. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Whew. It is really hot in here, making these planks happen with the air conditioning off. 3, 2, 1. One more time on the other side. I regret this short sleeve shirt. I tell you what. 3, 2, last time through. What can you do? Last time through with this plank and row and knee tap option. Keep that chest coming forward. Try to keep that rounding out of your back. We got 5 seconds to go. Can you just hang out here for 3, 2, 1. We did it. Yay. Bring your hands up off the floor and make a couple circles with your hands. All right. We're going to take a little bit of a recovery round, but we're going to build on this recovery round too. Woo! No weights needed. Get ready for a little stretch action with some world's greatest stretch. If you need to not be in a plank, you're going to start from tabletop. One leg's going to come forward to the outside of your hands. And then whichever leg step forward, we're just going to rotate that arm up towards the sky. So you know what, for round 1, let's all just start here from tabletop. We'll build each time through. That way you can stay where we started if you need to. All right, so into tabletop, we're going to alternate bringing one forward and take a twist in 3, 2, 1. So as the right foot comes forward, right arm stretches up towards the sky, right hand comes to the floor, right knee comes to the floor. Left foot comes forward, take that big twist, just alternating side to side. Getting a little hip mobility. Take a break. Maybe you give yourself some cat-cows right here, or just hang out in a child's pose. All right, you can do the same thing. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. Step your legs back into plank. This time, left foot steps forward, left arm still rotates forward, left hand comes down, left leg goes back. Take your time on this one. Enjoy the stretch, squeezing your shoulder blades together, pressing your shoulders against an imaginary wall behind you. So big rotation through your chest, big bend in that leg. Take a break and enjoy a hamstring stretch here, even with one leg forward. And then come right back into the same move that we just did. So one leg steps back, opposite leg steps back, find that big rotation. If you need a modification here, as one leg steps forward, back knee can come down to the floor for some more stability if you don't want to stay in the plank the whole time. Awesome. Take your break. Let's build on that move again. So we're going to come back through to the plank. This time we're going to step that foot forward. Can you bring it between your hands? Inhale, lift yourself all the way up. Exhale, release yourself down to the floor. Step your leg back. Same option as before. If you want to bring that back knee down towards the floor, let's actually just do that. Let's bring that back knee to the floor. So you step a foot forward from your plank. Back knee comes down, toe stays tucked. Find your lift. Awesome. Take a break. Let's do one more time, bringing that back knee to the floor. So in a plank, leg lifts, back leg steps back. Right leg steps forward, left knee comes down, back toe stays tucked. Find that lift of your chest. Lift the back knee, back to your plank. Leg steps forward, knee comes down, lift up. Take a break. All right, now we're going to work to create that challenge to not have the back knee on the floor, to stand all the way up. From your plank, right foot steps forward. Weight in your right heel. Lift yourself up. Keep that right knee bent. 2 hips in one line, the best that you can. Right hand goes down. Left foot steps forward. Just alternating side to side for 3, 2, take a break. Not going to get as many in if you're standing yourself all the way up, but a bigger balance challenge. Begin again in 3, 2, 1. So from that plank, right foot steps forward. Lift yourself up. Next time through, let's have that left leg start. Maybe you already thought towards switching which your starting leg was. Just making sure that we're nice and even. 3, 2, 1. Take a break. I think we got one more time through. 3, 2, 1. Starting with that left leg. Left leg steps forward. Lift up. And it's totally okay if you're having trouble getting that foot towards the front. Maybe your foot is a little bit more tappa forward. And then lift up. We did it. Woo! That was our last one. Awesome. You can stay down on the floor, take a couple seconds, catch your breath, maybe some nice circles from your hips, whether you're down on the floor, in tabletop, or standing. I feel a little mean, everyone, because we've got one more round of planks coming up. One more round of planks and push-ups. And I think it's going to be our hardest round yet, because we're going to just keep working for a full 4 minutes. When you need to take an extra break, you take an extra break. But as soon as you can get back into the challenge, you do that too, okay? So for the 20-second interval, we're going to find a push-up. 20 seconds of push-ups. Your push-ups can be on your knees. They can be on your toes. It can be a combo of knees and toes. You can even be standing and using a chair or using your desk for an incline push-up as you're working your way there, and then just take your plank on an incline as well. So for the 10 seconds of rest, we're going to hold onto a plank. I'm going to do my push-ups from my knees in tabletop, working to bring that chest down towards the floor, just keeping as long of a line as I can from the crown of my head all the way down the spine. As opposed to, I know if I walked my legs back, it would end up being tired and a lot more not really working the back and just finding some stretches, bringing hips towards the floor. So I'm just going to keep my push-up short. Let's do this. We start in 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds of push-up. Any pace that you want to do. So maybe you're going for a continuous push-up, or maybe you like those pause push-ups that we do sometimes, finding 3 ways to pause on the way down, or maybe going down slow and finding pauses on the way up. Now's your plank. 10 seconds of plank. A little external rotation of the shoulders, a little external rotation of the hips here, and then back to your push-up. So what does that mean? External rotation of the shoulders. A lot of times when we're like typing, when we're driving, there's a lot of rounding of the back, internal rotation of the shoulders. Externally rotating the shoulders, pulling your chest forward and through. Plank time is what we're trying to make happen right here. So we're not rounding through the back. It's what brings your eye gaze a little forward of your fingers back to your push-ups. I love this intentional pause on the push-up for just a little bit more activation, a little bit more challenge. Back to your plank. Externally rotating through those shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Back to your push-up. We are more than halfway through. We got one more round after this, and we're going to lay on our backs and get those abs one more time. Keep challenging yourself. 3, 2, 1. Plank. Activate the back. Draw in your core. Find length through the crown of your head. Push-ups. Make sure you're not holding your breath. You're using it to help you find your movement. Exhale on the hardest part. Back to your push-ups. Planks, planks, planks. Remember, if you need to take a break, take a break. We have 1 minute of work to go from right now. Push-ups. Sorry, we have 1.5 minutes to go because I cannot do math. But we have 1 minute of those push-ups. Now we have less than 1 minute of push-ups to go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, thanks. Ooh, things are getting real sweaty under my hands. How about yours? 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. Three, 2, 1. Planks. You guys, we have 1 round left to go after this. 3, 2, last 20 seconds of your push-ups. Such pride that I hope you have in yourself for this one continuous circuit for just 4 minutes of hopefully non-stop movement, or not even movement. Those planks we're holding them still. Let's find it one last time. Last 8 seconds of plank to go right here for 3, 2, 1. Release your knees to the floor. Knees can be wide. Bring your toes together. Send your glutes back towards your heels. Relax your head down to the floor. Find a nice stretch into your shoulders here. If you want more stretch into your shoulders, tent your hands. Make like a spider with your hands and press your spider's legs feet into the mat. And if you want a little less stretch, take a generous bend of your elbows and bring some big breaths to the back side of your body. Inhaling in through your nose. Pause at the top, and as slow as you can, exhale out through your nose or mouth. Just a couple more breaths like that. If you bend your arms, extend your arms forward, pull yourself all the way forward, hips come down towards the mat, draw your chest up. Awesome. And let's roll over onto our backs. We're going to change our interval for this last round so that we still have some time to stretch. So let's go for just 1 minute of our final exercise with no breaks. All right, so laying down on your back, you're going to draw your knees up to your chest. And you can take a moment, make some circles with your knees in one direction, and make some circles with your knees in the opposite direction. And then knees stack right on top of your hips. Keep your lower back pressed down towards the floor. Arms are extended out towards the side. Palms face down or face up. It's totally your choice. We're going to drop knees over to the side with control. You can apply some pressure into your arm on the floor and then drag it back in. The more that your knees stay on top of your hips, the more challenging it is. The more your knees come towards your chest, the easier things are going to feel. I'm going to give you some options as we start moving to make it more challenging, but 1 minute starts in 3, 2, here we go. So dropping down to the side, and then with control, bringing it back up, dropping it to the other side. If you want a little bit more challenge, while you're dropped out to the side, extend your legs, press through your heels, bring it back in, roll back up. Same thing on the other side, extending your legs, pressing through your heels, draw it back in, and roll to your back. I'm a little short on space, so I'm just going to enjoy these rolls of the legs side to side. If that still felt easy for you, though, even with those legs extended, can you do this whole exercise with your legs straight? Legs straight up towards the ceiling, legs straight over to the side. Definitely makes it a little bit more challenging as you extend your levers here. We got a couple breaths left. Awesome. We did it. Go ahead, release your feet down to the floor, feet nice and wide. Take a windshield wipe of your legs, left and right, left and right. Nice stretch into your hips. Awesome. And then let's roll on over, coming back through to tabletop. Once you get there, knees on the floor, underneath of your hips, spread your fingers nice and wide like a starfish, and give yourself some cat-cows here. Some rounding and flexion of your spine. Maybe you even bring your glutes a little closer towards your heels. Oh, I feel those abs getting a nice stretch too. Maybe you bring your shoulders a little forward of your fingers for some different stretches in your wrists, because we definitely used those wrists today. So just find what feels good for you. Shaking of your cat or cow's tail or head. Take another couple of breaths here. Awesome. Then go ahead, tuck your toes under, send your hips up towards the ceiling, pedal through your heels, quick stretch into your calves. And then walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands. Transfer weight to your heels. Generously bend your knees and turn your thighs into a table for your belly. So your belly's touching on your thighs. You do not have to touch the floor. Your hands can grab your elbow. Belly on your thighs, though. Lift your hips up. Relax your hairline towards the floor. A little gentle tucking of your chin towards your chest so you're looking towards your knees or your shins. Take a moment, shake your head. Yes. Yes, I do see my shins or my knees or maybe my feet if there's still a lot of bending your legs and you haven't straightened them. No. No, I did not remove my belly from your thighs while you shake your head. No. And then weight back into your heels. Slowly roll yourself all the way up. At the top, roll your shoulders down and back. Turn your hands, palms forward. Inhale your arms up overhead. Awesome. Grab hold of your right wrist with your left hand. And just pull it over to the side, shoulders away from ears, that proud lift of your chest. Inhale back up to center. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand and just pull it to the side. Awesome. Inhale back up to center. Exhale, relax your arms down. All 5 fingers touching each other. Fingers stretched down towards the floor. Little external rotation of your hips. Just going to tuck your pelvis under and engage your glutes, weight in your heels. One more long, slow, deep inhale. And exhale, just shake it out and let it go. We did it, y'all. Awesome. 30 minutes, Tabata HIIT work. So much balance, so much fun challenge. We're going to continue keeping it weird, doing some fun, different stuff this week. So keep coming. I'll see you soon. Till then, have a wonderful rest of your day.